Morning.
Thanks for taking the time to jump on with us this morning.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll just take questions for Angel now.
Hey, Angel, what's it been like to kind of lead this? You had the great outfield group last year, and what's it like to lead this new outfield group this year?
I mean, it's been pretty fun. I think it's been kind of weird because, like, I think the only like true outfielders coming into this year was like me and from the incoming class, Reese Holbrook. I mean, I could throw Will Stewart in there because he worked outfielder a lot last year, but he came in kind of primarily as a catcher, but we put him out there in the outfield just because he's pretty athletic and he can run. But I mean, we've thrown some guys out there who are faster than they think, and they can track down some balls that they didn't even know, like Tyler Causey and Casey Cook, Joe Jakonski. All of those guys are from the freshman class except for Causey. But I mean, and Honeycutt as well. That dude can absolutely fly. But it's been fun, just kind of, I guess, teaching them the ways of the outfield, I guess, because really it's not too tough of a job. You just track the ball down and catch it. But I mean, when it comes down to, the tandems and the situational plays, like where you actually have to think ahead before the play is, like, if the ball's hit to me, runners on certain bases, a certain amount of outs, like where do I go? That's just something that Coach Howell and I have kind of tried to kind of teach the guys because, it's just a new experience, but it's been fun.
Angel, why did you
go ahead, Greg?
Angel, why did you make the decision to return to Carolina rather than signing a pro deal?
Well, I didn't get picked, so that made it pretty easy. But I think, that's basically it. I didn't get picked, so I came back, and that's really been my plan ever since I redshirted my freshman year, was to come back for my fifth year, and I just want to finish my education too, because I know that'll take me a long way. So I mean, I just happy to be back another year.
Angel, how valuable do you think the experience in Lubbock was for the team last year heading into this season?
Yeah, I think it was pretty awesome, actually. It was a good atmosphere, and that's just kind of crowds that we're going to have to win ball games. And I know we won the first game against UCLA, but, we're going to have to play in those crowds and be able to make plays in those crowds if we want to, win a national championship. But it was definitely a good experience. And we know, we saw the level of play that Texas Tech was at, UCLA was at. So, we're going to have to match it. And I think it was pretty good for all of our guys to experience that.
Thank you.
Hey, Angel, you already mentioned Vance just in terms of his speed and everything. Was there a particular moment in the fall where, it was just early on or something where you just kind of realized, okay, this guy's kind of at a different level?
Yeah. I think there were two instances. One was where I think you got a video of it where I hit a shot to left center. And I was like, dude, that's a for sure double. And this guy just comes out of nowhere and snags it. And I'm just running first. And I look in the center. He just, reaches out and snags it out of the air. And I'm like, dude, come on. So right there, I was like, dude, this guy's legit. And another moment, it was just in practice where he tagged up from second on a shallow fly ball, I think in left field. He tagged from second and third, made it easy. I'm like, dude, this guy can just flat out run. So, I mean, it'll be fun to see him play this year.
Angel, what are you most, obviously you came back, but what are you most excited for in your last year? Is it any particular series? Is it playing Duke or State one more time or making the tournament one more time? What are you personally most excited about?
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know, honestly. A particular series, not really. I mean, there are series that you look forward to every year. Like this year, we have a series against ECU, and of course, like NC State. Like we always look forward to that series. Um, but hopefully we'll play good enough to like make it to postseason play, like the ACC tournament, the regionals, and all that. Like going back to like talking about like the regional in Lubbock, I want to be there again, and not just be there. I want to win it and keep playing. And obviously the goal is to make it to Omaha, but right now, we talk about like not looking too far ahead. Just looking, day by day, focus on today, how we can get better now. But yeah, like I'm just excited for those atmospheres again.
Angel, you've been around, as you said, this is your 5th year. So you've seen the 18 team that went to Omaha, super regionals, and last year for full seasons. Where does this team, in your evaluation, measure up to them?
Yeah, we definitely are very talented. And the 18 team, we were in loaded with a bunch of like older guys who have had years of experience playing, and they just knew what it took. They were a tough team. They just got some grit and a chip on their shoulder, and that took them a long way because maybe they weren't the most talented, but they very well thought that they were. Like that, and that can take you a long way. So I feel like we got the talent, and it's just a matter of thinking that we're here, like we're better than everybody else, and that's what you have to have, and it'll take us a long way. So yeah, I think I don't know. I'm pretty excited about that because, like I said, we've got a pretty talented group.
Angel, given your experience and you've been around for a while, so you understand how teams come together from a chemistry perspective. When going through something like the COVID year, did that help chemistry in terms of the guys having to rally together? Did that make it more challenging? And then how can you use that maybe to improve things this year?
No, I don't think it made it more challenging or anything. I think usually, ever since I've been here, we've had a pretty the chemistry has always been pretty good in the locker room. So, yeah, COVID didn't really affect that too much. I mean, I don't know how else to really explain it. I mean, we're still phasing it today, and the chemistry we got in the locker room now. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, I mean, I haven't heard anything else, but like, I'm pretty sure everybody gets along. Everybody likes each other. There's no like bad apples or anything. So yeah, and that's important to have because obviously the guys who aren't all in, who aren't bought into the program, you just got to get them out.
Thanks.
Angel.
Oh, go ahead.
Angel, I want to. Coach Scott said that he hasn't decided who's going to play center yet. Who do you think is going to play center, you or Vance?
Well, selfishly, I got to say me, right? But I mean, like he said, I don't know either. I mean, Vance and I are, they're two center fielders. It could be, one weekend he plays it, the other weekend I do. It could be every other game, but it could have been too on who's playing left or right, because I played left all last year, and that's where, like I said, some of the guys that we've thrown in there from the outfield that who are athletic, some are better in left, some are better in right, and ever since I've been here, I've played a pretty good amount of all three positions. So if there's somebody who's better in left, or if there's somebody who's better in right than they are in left, then they'll go to right, and I'll go to left maybe, and Vance will be in center. It could be the same like with the other corner outfield, but he said, I honestly don't know, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. Well, we're still going to track down some balls.
And I'm wondering if that determining like a right fielder, does that short porch and right have any effect on it?
No, not really. Nah, I've never really thought of that. I don't think it has that much effect.
Angel, obviously competing with Vance for the center fielder spot, but how have you kind of taken him under your wing as a mentor, as a leader with him? Since, I mean, you're coming into year 5 and he's obviously not coming into year 5.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of filled into that spot naturally. I mean, he's athletic, and we just told him, dude, just track down some balls and get outs. But I think in the beginning, it was like the first reads and first steps that kind of gave him a little bit of an issue, but he got over that hump really quick. And ever since then, he's kind of, looked like a true outfielder. The only thing might be like, like I said earlier, just thinking ahead, like if the ball's hit to me in this certain situation, like where do I go with it? But other than that, like he looks really good out there.
Angel, whether it's fair or not, there have been some people who came through this fall who were making some comparisons between Aaron Sabato and Alberto Osuna. Are there any sort of similarities there that you see? And also, I mean, just kind of what's really just impressed you about him just in terms of his acclimation so far?
Yeah, it's just easy pop to all sides of the field, backside pop, middle of the field, and especially the pull side. I think what helped, I don't know, maybe Osuna has it, but I don't know. But Sabato always knew what pitch was coming. Like for some people, like you can't guess up there. Like me, I can't guess. If I guess, then I'll guess wrong just about every time. But Sabato could guess like what pitch was coming, and he was good at it. But as far as pop goes, I think, I still think Sabato has him beat, but it's still fun to see in BP just the crazy pop that they have.
Anything else for Angel? Okay. All right. Thanks for your time this morning, Angel. Appreciate you hopping on here with us for a few minutes.
Oh yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Angel.
Angel.